Hi everyone, I want to share a little haul with you today. I've been off to the ScrapStore, which many of you have heard me rave about before. I'm a member of ScrapStore in Gloucester and my membership is due for renewal soon. Now there is a ScrapStore in Worcester and I chose not to be a member of my local one because they recently moved and the new one just wasn't very good and didn't have very much in it, and it's £14 a year to join, whereas Gloucester was £7, albeit 40-minute drive down the motorway. But I went over, I thought before I renew, I'll go and take another look at Worcester and just see what it has to offer. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad I did. But first of all, a little bit about ScrapStores UK. They're a nationwide organisation. And if you Google www.scrapstoresuk.org, there's a search bar in there that where you can sort of put in your local town and it'll tell you where the nearest one is to you. They're all over the place and they charge varying amounts for membership. You pay an annual membership, which allows either one or up to 3 people. They vary for each one. And then each time you visit, then you pay usually about £4.50 for one of the big shopping bags that you can fill till your heart's content with goodies. They also have an art shop attached to it as well, with sort of drastically reduced art supplies, watercolours, acrylic paints, kids crafts, all kinds of things. And then sometimes as well, scattered throughout the store, they have stuff that you can buy individually, again at sort of drastically reduced prices. So I'll show you what I bought today, but my absolute bargain was this Schminker artist's watercolour set. You can see the price on here, £57.98. I've googled this on Amazon and the cheapest price I could get it for was £56 something, and look, here it is, and look what I paid, £14.75. I just couldn't believe it. This was the only one they had, and they do have strict rules as well where you can't sell any of this stuff on. So if you're thinking you can go there, bag a bargain and sell it on eBay, no, you can't do that. That's not what it's about. So I've got my set of 12 artist quality watercolours, and then I've got this odd one in the centre here. This is a Winsor & Newton. This is quinacridone magenta, and this was 50p. That was the only colour of the Winsor & Newton ones they had. They just had a whole box of odd magenta, and it fits nicely in my set. So there we go. I've got my Schminker set there. I also bagged some plaid folk art bargains. These were on offer for 3 for £1. Normally they're 95p for these or 50p for here, but as I say, they were 3 for £1. This is the Artist's Gloss Varnish, which I needed because do you remember the coasters I made for Junk Use It or Lose It? I still haven't coated them in varnish because I keep forgetting to go and buy some. So I bought 2 of those, and then they had some of this Flow Medium as well. So I got some of that. Flow Medium is for when you're trying to thin down your acrylic paints to make more of a wash. If you add Flow Medium as opposed to water, you don't lose the vibrancy of the colour. So I thought I'd treat myself to some of those. I got 2 bags of flower bits, the Prima flowers. If any of you have got some, you know how expensive they are. This whole bag of flower bits was £1, and there's all kinds of things in here. So I need to have a play around with this and see what I can come up with. So I bought a couple of bags of those. I also got some gorgeous decoupage papers. These are butterflies and calla lilies. Now I've just had a look online and these papers are €3.80 each, or was it £3.80? I can't remember. These were 10p a sheet. 10p a sheet, oh my goodness me. This is the To Do soft paper brand, which is an Italian brand. So I got butterflies, I got 6 different designs. I got this one here, this one, this is sort of like a leather grain design, teddy bears, which I thought would be really fun. I can cut these up and maybe put them on cards. I thought those would be quite fun. And then this one here, I just got one of each of the designs. What else did I get? I also got some floristry wires. These were a penny each, so I got 100 of those for £1, which is really, really cheap because I've got some green floristry wire and I can remember how expensive that was. I went through a phase of making bouquets of flowers out of buttons. I also got some spatulas. These were 10p each, so I stocked up on a few of those. I'm just having a look around to see what else I got. And then I got some bits and pieces of scrap. Now, a basket, as I say, they normally charge £4.50 for a basket. They charged me £1 for this because I didn't have very much. I got a few of these sponges because these are just, you know, really useful for dabbing on paint. I got various papers. I got these papers and I really don't know what this is. It sort of looks a bit like vellum but feels like more like watercolour, and it's sort of, you know, got the jaggedy edge here but some beautiful sort of watercolour trees and things on. So I got those because I want to have a go at making some flowish journals and I thought those would be really nice for in there. Some black cardstock, just because you always need black cardstock for mounting cards and things like that. A selection of printed paper bags, which again I thought would look really nice in flowish journals, so I just grabbed a wad of those. I also got some of these keyring things here. These are Housing Association. I got 30 of these because I can take this disc off here, and then I've got these which I can make little journal beaded charms, or, you know, I can make beaded key rings. I've got a huge beading stash that I need to delve into. Some postcards. I got 4 of each of these, so there's that design and that, because I thought, you know, some of these can go in Happy Mail. I thought those were fun. Some letter transfers, which again are just absolutely great for using on journal pages, so I got a wad of those. And then some shipping tags, which, you know, some of them are a bit battered, but it really doesn't matter if you just get the vintage look, don't you? So there you go. I just thought I'd share again the kind of things that you can pick up from ScrapStore. In my opinion, it is definitely worth having a look to see if you've got one near you, and they're more than happy for you to go and have a mooch around as well before you sign up for membership, just to see whether it's something that you think you can benefit from or not. So if you like the goodies that I've managed to bag today and you found that helpful, you know, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think of my wonderful things. Anyway, take care everyone and have a lovely weekend. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.